everybody, I'm back here for another sort of a rambly sort of a video. You can see I have my One Book July book here, and I have a bunch of Midori Traveler's notebooks. By the time this video goes up, I think One Book July will be just about or almost over. And I have almost completed my little dot grid book. I've just got like about 8 pages left. So that's exciting. And you've probably seen this by now, this cute little guy I did the other day. And I've got just like maybe 20 pages left in here that I'm gonna, even though I'll continue it into August, I wanna finish that. So I have 2 completed notebooks. But I'm here because some people have asked. Pikidori Designs has been on kind of a hiatus or a break since, let's see, February of this last year. And oh, we hear Seamus coming. He's got a blanket and he has it in towed. So I'll make sure he doesn't knock over the tripod or whatever, because he's bringing it right here. So we've been on hiatus for February, March, April, May, June, July. 6 months. There's multiple reasons for that. One of the reasons is towards the middle of the season, my schedule at the universities and with the symphony got rather busy. I was having concerts every weekend, multiple concerts, you know, like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday. And once the end of January hit, I didn't have a week off I didn't have a weekend off until spring break. And actually for spring break, I only had like 2 or 3 days off because we started a ballet production. So my schedule got very, very hectic, and I like to keep my turnaround time on orders to be no more than 3 or 4 days that it is here. Me working on it before it ships. I mean, I'm like everyone else, you know, when I order something, I want it to ship within a couple of days. And I was starting to get towards the very end of my, due to the orders I had, the number, which I was very thankful that I had so many people that wanted to use my calendars, that wanted to use my inserts. I was very thankful of that. So that was one reason. My schedule just got too busy. The second reason is Etsy started to do a lot of strange things, and they still are. They increased their fees, so then that meant, profit margins were a lot lower. Seamus, get away. Get away. Do not touch. He's trying to lay on the tripod. Look at your bone. So they started to increase their fees and start to change some things. At the moment, right now, for an Etsy listing, there's a listing fee. There is a fee when someone purchases your item. Then if they do it with a credit card, or Amazon, or not Amazon, PayPal or Apple or Google Pay, whatever your store, there's another fee for that. Then they charge a fee for shipping, which the consumer doesn't end up paying it. It comes out of, it's really complicated. So there were all of these fees. Then the paper that I use, I get it, I buy it in bulk, but I don't buy it in bulk that gives me the best price because of never knowing month to month quarter to quarter, exactly how much I'll need. I didn't want to have, cases of paper sitting around, so I don't get it at the best price. The paper I use is the Strathmore writing paper. It is 25% cotton. It is a wonderful paper. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but that's one reason why I like it, and I know that other people like it. Is it takes fountain pens amazingly well. You can watercolor with it. You can use acrylic paints on it. You can use mermaid markers on it a little bit. You can use a lot of stuff on it, and it is going to hold up. Yes, Strathmore, the paper I use is from the American division, but that product that I use is actually mass produced in China. And with all of the new issues that were going on between the United States and China, that meant there were all these new tariffs. So the paper that I use was actually costing me more because of all of the new taxes that were getting put on the importer, and then which were thrown on to me, the person that was purchasing the paper. And then that meant I was going to have to be considering raising my prices for a multitude of reasons. All of the new fees and system that Etsy's doing, then all of the new taxes and tariffs on the actual paper that I use to make the inserts. And then just recently, about 2 weeks ago, all Etsy store owners received a letter from the CEO of Etsy saying that unless you offer free shipping on items over $35 or orders over $35, you were going to be at the very bottom. You're in a search for your item. So say you were to search for Traveler's Notebook inserts, I would be at the very bottom if I didn't offer free shipping. Now, if you order, like 1 or 2 inserts, that's fine. But if, someone was to order, due to the nature of the thickness of the paper, if they were to order, like 20 inserts, the shipping for that in the United States alone could cost $15 or more. So it just meant that the margins for me at the way they are right now are making it so it's really not possible for me to to continue to sell my inserts on Etsy, and with that, we're just going to put a pause on Peaky Dory Designs. We're still going to have the Etsy store up, because we own the name and all of that stuff with the business. But we haven't decided if we're going to go to a standalone, like Shopify type of a situation. I just don't know, because with that, there's all of their extra fees, and I don't have the number of sales that really, make it worthwhile to do that. Now, if I was, a huge sticker company making, lots of stickers, that might be one thing. But because, my items were, $2 to $7, depending on if you got like a micro insert, a digital, I just don't have the number in sales for that. So that's where we are with that. Now I know that, Etsy said, well, take, all of those fees and add that to the cost of the item. Well, I have here we go. I have something right here. One of the reasons why I started making Traveler's Notebook inserts was when I started using my Traveler's Notebooks. It was back in 2014, and there were very few places you could find inserts, and they were very, I thought they were quite costly. But due to the fervor that has been around Traveler's Notebooks, you can now get the actual Midori covers or Traveler's Factory covers pretty much most places. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Goulet Pens. You can get them at Jet Pens, that Tokyo Pen Shop, and there's so many other places where you can get them. Also one of my favorite shops, Baumkuchen. You can get them. There's something that I purchased recently from Baumkuchen. I got the Midoris, but something new that Midori is doing, or the Traveler's Company. You can see right there, Traveler's Company. They are making a dot grid insert on Midori MD paper, which is a wonderful paper. It takes watercolor well. It's great for fountain pens. It's thicker than the Tomoe River paper, but it's a very high quality paper. Well, you can get one of those inserts for $6. Or at least that's what I paid for mine at Baumkuchen. And when you have a company, a wonderful company like that, mass producing these, that helps them keep the cost down. So that is another reason, because they're just more places now. They aren't as difficult to find. I had thought of doing my calendars just as printables, and I thought, no, let's not do that, because even with the cost of printables, there's still with Etsy all of those fees, and so they're taking almost half of the cost of an item. So that's kind of where we are with everything with Pikidori Designs, at the moment. And I'm actually quite okay with that. I always felt when I was coming here on my YouTube channel that I always had to, look at the newest Pikidori Design calendar. And I was so happy with the new calendars that I released this year, with the 2 pages of dot grid and then the monthly calendar. And I even had a new design ready for next year, but I think we're gonna pause that. And then, I had made something for the husband where it was actually 6 pages of dot grid, then the month, 6 pages of dot grid, and then the month, for those that just need a monthly calendar. But, not the number of sales and all of the excessive fees that Etsy has. I just can't see that happening right now, the way things are on their platform. But let me show you some of these pretty little things that I have here. So if you've watched my week 2, week 3, and end of the One Book July, you'll notice that I've moved back into my Traveler's Notebooks. When this video goes up, my brown Traveler's Notebook in the passport size is at Baumkuchen, and I'm having it, they're going to be adding some pockets and some rivets and some really cool stuff to it. So I'm very, very, very excited for that. Let me show you what I have and what I'm using. You'll see this was my One Book July. It's over, but I still have this little cute thing set up. I have my Midori, well, this is a Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company Japan camel. And I have my monthly calendar with dot grid, and you've seen this. I have a Traveler's Company. It was actually Midori when I bought this, with a peanuts, no, not peanut, with a Penguin Paper Co. Tomoe River insert, my 2015, my first Traveler's Notebook and Company writing board I bought. I have my Midori, and mine actually says brass Midori made in Japan pen. I also have my bullet pen. I also have the bullet pencil, which I really love both of those. And then I have the plastic zipper pouch for cash, and I normally have my IDs and stuff in here, but I've taken them out. And then another dot grid. This one is going to be my like bullet journal-y sort of one. And this is going to be the one that houses more permanent information, like some accounts on Instagram that I started following. Some of them I have for a while, but there's some new ones that I got in suggestions from Soroya at Tinker World. So that's this. This goes with me everywhere. Then let's go to this one. This is my camel. I got these two when they came out, when they re-released them, and they're just such kind of soft, buttery feeling. And what this is housing is a zipper pouch. It's the Faroof style, but it's the one that you get at AliExpress. It's the knockoff, but it actually has a better zipper, which I find interesting. And since we just talked about Pikidori design, there's some of my business cards. But what this is housing is it has a lot of Russian in it too. And it has a lot of my tea tags, some photos. But I started this in August of 2017. And I just did a little bit of journaling and collaging and tipping in of all of the things. There's a lot of Midori stuff in here. Miscellaneous, some cute little tip-ins, some cute little Traveler's Factory stuff. So that's what I have in here. And it just goes throughout the whole year. And then here we are in March to August. So this goes through the first few days of March of 2018. And then this goes to August. So it's an entire year, August to August, where I've got, you know, some cute little Courtney Diaz, little male monster. She made him for me. He's a cutie. Some cute little things in here. I might take this out. I love that. I might want to put that in my Traveler's Notebook. We'll see. So that's what I have in here, and I've saved all of the covers of this, and they're going in my journals. Like those are the two Narita ones. The standard and the passport. Ace Hotel Edition one, and all of that fun stuff. Baumkuchen. So that's what I have in my camel, is just, I'm using it to hold those two inserts in that folder, just because, you know, they bring such good memories. This one right here, my train station one that I've hardly ever used, has one of the Midori zipper pouches. See, zipper pouch. And it has the insert from the Narita Airport. I should have put the Narita one in here, but it says Midori, so it's from one of my actual Midoris. There's some of the little Pushin stamp. And so I drew a little Winnie the Pooh, and so I'm going to, and that's the January through June of this year, which I might backfill just so I have a complete set. So that's what I have in there, just kind of my little journal. There's a little sloth hanging out. I got him somewhere free on the internet where I will never know. I can't remember. Some free blog. And then this one is really my heavy duty planner. It has this one is a real Faroof. You can see there. Got some post-it notes, some Traveler's Factory business cards. It has the monthly insert. It has the weekly insert, which I did backfill because it had July, all of July. So I did backfill, and I've been using it to keep track of videos. Oh, you get to see my coloring code in action. My wonderful coloring code. That little red dot means that the video has gone live. So this was work 1 week, so I could get ahead on videos. So the blue means that it is totally up and on YouTube, ready to go and scheduled. The little red dot is when it goes live. We'll see how I like that. So, and I've been using just, some post-it notes if I'm not sure I want to write something down or if it's going to be permanent. So there's that. A folder with a business card, my original 2015 writing board, a stencil, that beautiful MD dot grid insert, which I think everyone should go get, some wonderful stickers and stuff, and the card from Midori. Or did this say Traveler's Factory at that time? It said Traveler's Notebook, so this was after the rebranding change. But it's still the same company, Midori, Traveler's Factory. It's all under the same umbrella. So they were just, marketing. And then the back of the zipper pouch. So that's what I have going right now. This one I take to planner meetups, just so people can kind of see a standard Midori, because a lot of people buy, and I think it's because of me, they bought Chic Sparrow and Foxy Fix and all of these other notebooks. But I'm really feeling the original Travelers Company notebooks, and I'm finding peace in that. So there you go. There's probably 20 minutes of rambles right there. I will link down below some of the stuff here. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I know the Etsy thing is, it is what it is. But, I'm at peace and I'm okay with that. And I'm actually looking to purchase the Traveler's Notebook inserts for next year. Because even though I've been only using them, backfilling for a month, I've really enjoyed them. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.